Right, to kick off the ball today, we've got a great speaker, Caroline Russell from the London Assembly, who was part of the team that put this report together and a great supporter of bus workers. So I'd like to give you Caroline Russell. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. This is really groundbreaking. I've been a campaigner for years for the rights of pedestrians, trying to make sure that pedestrians stay safe on the road. And what is really interesting about what's happening here is we have a really reasonable set of demands in this Bill of Rights. It's completely obvious that these things should be just taken for granted. And we know that it's not the fault of people driving the buses when crashes happen that people get killed or people get injured. It's the fault of the system. And what's so powerful about us coming here today in support of this Bus Drivers' Bill of Rights is that there are people here who campaign for pedestrians, who campaign for cycling, who campaign for bus drivers' rights, coming together, not casting blame, but saying we need to sort this system out. We need to make sure that anything that is creating risk in the system, that is creating dangers, can be eliminated. And these things are so simple. Access to toilets. Access to toilets. The fact that in 2017 we are standing here and that is on the list of demands is just unbelievable. I also just want to say something very briefly about Tom Carney. Tom Carney, I met him a few years ago, shortly after he was hit on the head by the wing mirror of a bendy bus. And he nearly died. And luckily for all of us and for Londoners, and particularly for his family, he didn't. And luckily, he's someone who'd worked in the mining industry and had a really strong sense of health and safety and how you work out what is going wrong in a system. And he's asked an awful lot of questions, and that pushed us in the London Assembly to really look at what was happening for bus drivers. And I think the report, Driven to Distraction, I'm really looking forward to seeing TfL's response to it. There are some really reasonable suggestions in it, and if those suggestions get taken up by TfL, then we could be looking at a completely groundbreaking change in death and injury and bus drivers' conditions on the streets of London, and that has to be a good thing. Thank you everyone for coming here today. It's really good to see this combination of people who all want our streets to be safer and also who all want our bus drivers to be driving in decent conditions and properly looked after. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Caroline. Great.